At just 14, Joni Wilson's son Aiden has had a lifetime of health problems. Cancer, a heart condition, and autism. He requires respite care, service she can only get here in Winnipeg because it's not funded in her home community on Manitoba's Peguis First Nation, where her only option was provincial foster care.
For them to be able to help me, I would have to give up my son and put him in care, and that absolutely wasn't something that I was willing to do. There was nothing that I was doing wrong as a parent.
She's not the only one who has faced that choice. In a landmark ruling today, the Canadian Human Rights Tribunal called it discrimination, finding the federal government underfunds child welfare on reserve by 22%, compared to services available off reserve. It's only because of their race and or national or ethnic origin that they suffer the adverse impacts.
Isn't that our job as adults, is to stand up for kids?
The complaint was launched by the Assembly of First Nations and First Nations child advocate Cindy Blackstock.
Why did we have to bring the government of Canada to court to get them to treat First Nations children fairly? Little kids.
The ruling is legally binding. The government is being ordered to fix funding inequities and revamp the system.
It means that every children in this country deserve the same basic right.
Policies of successive governments have led to the inequalities. The lawsuit came while the Conservatives were in power. Facing damages, they spent millions of dollars trying to get it thrown out.
Will we get
The new government says it agrees with the ruling in principle.
We have to start making sure that First Nations, Inuit and Métis children in this country get the same start in life as all other Canadian children.
So far, she's not committing to a dollar figure. With the ruling in hand, all parties agree mistakes have been made.
A child on a suicide watch. There was no money. There was no money. They fired the child welfare workers in the height of a suicide epidemic.
We've come some way, but it sounds like we clearly have some additional work to be done.
First Nations leaders say they're ready to get started.
Fixing the system is doable. We've got to ensure that we collectively, collaboratively work together as soon as possible.
Joni Wilson is hopeful for that.
I think, at a grander level now with a bigger ruling like this, that maybe some services will start getting put in place.